Here, back on the build. Basically I've got everything together as far as the frame and transmission goes. As you can hear, it's a bit rough, but that's normal because it's got zero gear lash, because it's designed that way, and it's designed to actually, this gear will mould into the profile of these teeth on this gear, so don't worry about that. It'll clean up after 4 or 5 flights, so they say. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I've got my tail pretty much together. I've got my servo in. I've got the little bracket for the sliding link in, and I've got my belt on. Got all the tail end on, ready to go. I've put a few drops of oil on the bearings. So, what I do need to do though is, if you have a look down here, this servo sheathing that I've put on the cable here, to, you know, the rudder one, I've got to get it underneath these, underneath this spacer here, and I've got to actually hot glue it down under so it won't go anywhere. So I'll just push that back through and then carefully get it back underneath. And then pull it through. Okay, so once it's sitting there, I'll get some hot glue and I'll glue that up. I'll just plug that in now. The hot glue gun. Wait for that to go off. The other thing I want to work on is basically there's a couple of these little knurled nuts. Basically they're for securing the canopy on. There's a little bag and it's got 4 O-rings in it, 2 with grooves in it and 2 that are just normal O-rings. Well, the normal O-rings go onto there. The 2 with grooves in, they go onto the actual canopy holes themselves as grommets, like so. So don't put any CA glue or anything in there. Just make sure that when they're on that side, have a look inside the hole and make sure that you've got good it's come through all the way around. So just something. And what I'm going to do also is I've got to put there's a special pack of single-sided felt tape to stop the frame from rubbing on the chassis. So I'm going to put that on now, and once this heats up, we'll do 2 things at once basically. So you better just be careful with your canopy, of course. And what I'm going to do is there's a little pack in here. I can't remember the bag number, but it's got the where is it? Where? Here it is. It's got a little bag with this stuff in it, and it's just double-sided, single-sided tape with felt on one side. So what you've got to do, you've got to basically put your felt up each side like so, up that side and up this side, and then along here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this nice towel in the way so that it's not hitting the hard deck, and I'm basically going to roll the length of this just here. I'm going to actually hand feed it so that I can work out the cuts. Okay, I'll cut that bit there. That's one side. Then I'll match that up with the other side. So match that length to the second one. And I'll stick them on. we've got it. And there you go. Right, that's that part. So now we've just got to put some hot glue on the servo lead, because this is ready to go now. Get your belt out of the way, of course. And then I'll just put it in the centre like that, and just get some hot glue. And just put that in the centre of it and let it go off. Just let that cool down and go off, pushing at the back as well. And then once that's actually dried, you put another little batch on the top.